Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee, and I just gotta say that this video is so highly requested. After I did the video on the Webkinz website, I got thousands of comments asking me to do Club Penguin. Now, when I was younger, I was a huge fan of all of these kinds of sites. I'd say my favorite one though was Neopets. I was obsessed with that website. Every day when I came back from school, I was on it. My parents actually had to set up this system on my computer where the internet would shut off at 8 o'clock because if it didn't, I would be on there until like 2 in the morning. I definitely liked Club Penguin, like it was like funny and weird in a good way, but I wasn't as attached to it as I was Neopets. Neopets was like my bae. Does anybody even go on Neopets anymore? I feel like that site's like dead. So as you guys are used to, today I'm going to be telling you guys all of the creepy, weird, fun, crazy, scary facts about Club Penguin. Now, for those of you who have never heard of this website before, if you haven't, have you not seen all the memes that circle the internet? I don't understand. But if you haven't, that is okay. I'm going to do a brief synopsis for you. Club Penguin was a massive multiplayer online game involving a virtual world that contained a range of online games and activities. And players would use these cute cartoon virtual penguins on this website, and you would basically walk around and play in this winter set virtual world. And what is so crazy to me is that by 2013, there were over 200 million accounts set up on the Club Penguin website. 200 million! So as you could tell, this site was very popular. Almost everybody has either heard about it or has actually played on the website themselves. Now, originally this site was designed for kids 6 to 14 years old, but they also made it so that anybody of any age could play on this site. And because it was open to anybody, that gave the possibility of creepy older adults going and playing on this website. So Club Penguin's main focus was safety. So they made the ultimate safe chat mode, and that is where most of the Club Penguin memes come from, because they're super strict about what people say on this website. So if you swear, if you say something slightly inappropriate, if you're rude to somebody, if you're bullying, you will immediately just be blocked. And I'm not against that mode necessarily, because if there's a 6-year-old playing on that website, you don't want them to be exposed to like all kinds of craziness from adults. But at the same time, it's just like, it's a funny feature that's on the website. So it was announced that the game would be discontinued in March of 2017, and once people heard this news, people were so upset because it had been around since 2005. So it closed down on March 29th, and now I think they have a variation of Club Penguin out there. I'm not too sure. Club Penguin Island, Club Penguin Renewed, there's different Club Penguins still, but the OG one is gone. So now let's get into some crazy facts about this game. So there are actually ghosts in this game, which I find so fascinating, and I honestly don't even remember seeing ghosts in this game. Why is it that any game you play, Sims, Webkinz, anything, they always have to insert ghosts? I'm not complaining, I'm just saying there's always spirits in these games. So in Club Penguin, they have a bunch of different ghosts. The first ones we're gonna talk about are the Christmas ghosts. Now, you guys probably know the book A Christmas Carol, or you've seen the movie A Christmas Carol. Club Penguin decided to sort of make a parody of that, and they made penguin ghosts for the ghosts that appear in those movies. So they have the penguin ghost of Jacob Muckluck, the ghost of yesterday, the ghost of today, and the ghost of tomorrow. So these ghosts would appear around Christmas time on the Club Penguin website, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't find them as scary as I do hilarious. The next ghosts on this website are the candy ghosts. Basically, there was a huge Halloween party in 2011 on this website, and all of the users were able to look for these candy ghosts. It was kind of like a ghost treasure hunt. And then at the Halloween party in 2012, your penguin was actually able to turn into a ghost. And people found this to be a really cool feature, but when it first happened, people were like, whoa, did my penguin just transform into a ghost or something? Now, this next ghost, it's kind of a deep and sad story. It says there's the ghost of the great uncle Gary Garrawald the 8th. Apparently the ghost of this Gary guy just shows up in the game out of nowhere, and it's quite an eerie sight. And it says that he's the uncle of Garrett the gadget guy, and apparently they look very similar. You can tell they're related. And he had been missing for a very long time in the game, and then suddenly he just appeared as a ghost, and people were like, oh, so I guess he died. That's random. The next ghost we're gonna talk about is an evil ghost in the game, and this is the only ghost on Club Penguin that's actually scary and legitimately evil. This ghost is named Skip, and I know that's not a very scary name, like Skip, you couldn't come up with something even scarier. And what is so creepy is that this evil ghost disguised himself as a bellhop at the Puffle Hotel. He just started to pretend to work there before the Halloween party of 2014. And it says he is the first evil ghost to be featured in Club Penguin because all of the previous ghosts on this website have been good. So it's so strange how they decided to throw in like an evil ghost. Let's move on to a virus that was said to be in the game, and this is a really freaky fact. It said that you would just be randomly playing the game one day, just minding your own business, thinking nothing's wrong, and suddenly this penguin would appear beside you with glowing white eyes, and it would say, please follow me. And if you chose to follow him and you're walking behind him wherever he goes for more than 30 seconds, suddenly your screen would just start rapidly flashing, and it would be followed by this loud beeping sound, and no matter if you try and turn down the volume on your computer, it wouldn't work. And apparently as this flashing and beeping is going on, it means that your computer is being hacked, and this penguin was just a ploy. And obviously this was all just sort of a creepy pasta. I can't find anywhere on the internet saying that it legitimately happened, but this virus creepypasta was going around the internet and people were freaking out, but I cannot confirm that it actually happened. There is another creepypasta called the Stalker. Apparently there was this young girl, I think she was 11 years old, playing on the Club Penguin website, and she met a boy penguin on there. And if you've played on this website before, you know it's really easy to make friends because of the chat feature. You could literally just meet a random stranger and start talking to them and become friends with them. So this little girl was just on this website, saw this guy, started talking with him. They became friends, and every day when she came back home from school, she would meet up with this other guy penguin in the same spot, and they would like walk around the game together and hang out. And apparently one day he asked her for her email address, and she thought nothing was wrong with that because he seemed like a boy that would be her age. So she gave him her email, and the next day when she went onto the website, she couldn't find him anywhere. And that was the last time she ever saw her friend Penguin on the website. He just sort of disappeared after getting her email address. And then a week later, when she logged into her email, she got a very strange email from a random stranger talking about how he knew where she lived, he knew who she was, he knew her phone number, where she went to school, her address, all kinds of creepy info, and he attached pictures that he took of her from her bedroom window outside, like standing on the street of her house. So she immediately thought it was the guy that she gave her email to on Club Penguin, and she freaked out and told the police, and it taught her a lesson to like never give out personal information on websites like that. But that was also just a creepypasta. There's no proof that it actually happened. But I mean, guys, the world is a scary place. If you go on chat websites and give out personal info, it's really easy for someone to be able to find you. So please always be careful. Okay, let's move on to some creepy items that you can actually get in the game. You can have your penguin wear a creepy doll mask. Why you would want to, I don't know. I mean, actually, I'd probably do that to my penguin, to be honest. So you're able to purchase this creepy doll mask for 300 coins. It came out in 2012, and it was a really popular item around Halloween. The next item you can get is called the creepy candle, and it was basically an item that your penguins could get for free if you went to the Halloween party in 2014. And it's kind of cute because your penguin just walks around with this creepy candle wherever it goes. The next thing is called the creepy creepy cavern. This is a type of igloo in Club Penguins, and it has a description that says, whether you're a supervillain, a dragon looking to hoard your treasure, or a creature of the night, this cavern is for you. So basically, if you didn't want a basic igloo, you could have a scary igloo. The next item is the creepy cutie t-shirt. You're able to purchase this for 350 coins, and it's basically just a creepy shirt that your penguin could wear around. I actually think it's super cute. The next item is called Scary Gary. Scary Gary. Apparently, it's an item that your penguin is able to put on their head, and you can only get this item if you're able to deactivate the Gary bot during the Halloween party of 2015. So if you can deactivate Gary, you can walk around with his head. Kind of a weird concept. All right, let's talk about a couple glitches in the game. The first one is super creepy, and it happened at the Pizza Parlor. It says on May 13th, 2012, there was a glitch that allowed all of the penguins to walk on the walls and the ceilings of the Pizza Parlor. So usually in the game, you're just walking on the floor like a normal penguin. But there was this glitch that only happened in the Pizza Parlor where you could walk in and literally walk up the walls, walk on the ceilings. It literally looked like all the penguins who were in there were possessed. The next creepy glitch was that you could be transported into someone else's igloo by accident. So the glitch was that you would click to enter a room of your choice, but instead of being taken to the room you clicked on, the game would accidentally transport you to someone else's house. So you would suddenly show up there and freak out the person who was already living in the igloo. The next weird fact is that you can be abducted by aliens. This reminds me of the Sims game that we just talked about. Apparently in the game, every 5 minutes, an alien abduction will occur. That is a very frequent time zone. Basically, you'll know you're being abducted because this crazy animation will appear on the screen. And your penguin will also get a tinfoil hat as a souvenir, which I find so cute. And the last things we're gonna talk about are the creepy rooms that you can go into on Club Penguin. The first one is called the Dark Swamp. Apparently when you go in there, there's an organ puzzle that you can play, and there's a huge creepy maze that your penguin has to go through. It was basically a very eerie room, but people really enjoyed it. The next place is the haunted house, because it seems like every website has to have a haunted house. So this house is home to many animated decorations and detail, and it's really popular around Halloween. And the last place is called the Secret Laboratory, and the reason why it's called secret is because to access the room, you had to click on a candle in the bookcase in the book room. So it's not an easy room to get into, and when you get in there, it's completely black and white, which is really cool. And it says penguins loved having this room kept a secret and leaving it for the unexpected visitors to discover it. So it was just cool if you accidentally pressed that candle and a door opened and you were like, oh, I just found a secret room. Anyways, those are all of the Club Penguin facts we're gonna talk about today. It was really difficult for me to find a ton of scary stuff surrounding the website because Club Penguin has so many memes and people just find it happy and funny, so it's so hard to find creepy and scary stuff on there, but I did my best. That's what I could find. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!